I recently read that people in solitary confinement, or people who are in prisons where they can't get to speak with anybody else, they're just fed food and they just live completely by themselves, isolated from the outside world. I read that these people who go crazy, who start speaking to themselves, the thing that they crave the most out of everything that they have, more than food itself, they crave the eyes of somebody else looking back at them. They crave the feeling of someone else acknowledging that they exist. There is a basic human need to be acknowledged. There is a basic human feeling that I must reaffirm in some way that I exist. And the way that we find that is from other people. Other people just looking at us reaffirms, yeah, you exist. And we crave that. I know you're probably thinking, I don't really crave people's eyeballs on me. That's not something that I have in my life. But the thing is, most people in the modern day, they live a life of quiet isolation. Nobody really talks about it because we always are on social media, we're taking selfies and we're uploading them and we're getting likes on our stuff. But people are losing the connection, the human connection that they had face to face, seeing people. And slowly you'll find that even these people, the people that you think will not care anything about this video, they crave someone finally acknowledging them. Not someone who's going to send them a like, not someone who's going to send them a comment. Someone who's genuinely going to look at them and hear them. Not to be their teacher, not to give them advice, not to tell them, hey, do this. Not to ask for an Instagram, not to ask for something. Just to sit there and hear them. People crave that feeling. They crave the feeling of being acknowledged. And if you can be that person for them, they will crave your presence. Today, I'm going to give you a couple steps to be the person that they will crave. To be the person that can finally acknowledge them in a world where nobody acknowledges them. Be the person that can finally see them and reaffirm that, yeah, they exist. The first step is to start using your eyes and actually start looking at people. Hold eye contact. When I was younger, I would always dash my eyes away when I saw someone that I wanted to speak to, or someone that I liked, or someone that I thought was attractive. It was even just a random person that I saw on a train. I would look at them. If they looked at me for half a millisecond, I would look away. It was just an instinct inside me. And I have a take on why it's easy to dash your eyes away whenever someone looks back at you. And I think it's because it's almost like they're giving you too much existence, as if existence and acknowledgement is a commodity. They're giving you too much and you can't comprehend, why is this person looking at me for this long? How is this person holding eye contact with me? I can't believe it. It's that so much acknowledgement that, yeah, you exist, that you can't even take it, that you look away. Remember, the other person also wants to feel heard. They also want to be seen and reaffirm that, yeah, they exist. So be that person for other people. Hold that eye contact. Don't let your eyes dash away as soon as someone looks at you. Hold the eye contact for a little bit and then look away. Don't stare at them. Don't let this be an excuse to stare at people. Don't do that. But just actually look at people and see them, and honestly give them a little smile. There's nothing wrong with smiling a little bit. I would never do that when I was younger, and I don't know why. I can't tell you. But be better than me. Start smiling at people. You see them and they look back at you. Keep looking at them. Give them a little smile and then look away. Something that I learned for presenting. So whenever you're presenting like slides or anything that you're showing to other people in your audience, is to always look at the people directly in the eyes. So if you have an audience of about 20 people, pick 3 people, different sides of the room that you're actually going to hold your eye contact with during the presentation. So you're going to look at this person. Okay, now I'm looking at this person. Now I'm looking back at this person, looking at this person, right? You're going to have at least 3 different people that you're going to promise, yeah, I'm going to look at them during the whole presentation. Don't just stare at the wall behind them. Don't just stare at your feet or your presentation. Don't just read from your slides. Actually look at people. Hold that eye contact. Acknowledge they exist. The second step is to turn your full body towards them and to deep breathe. The reason that this helps is if you turn your body towards them, it shows that you're actually being present on them. You're focusing on them, and you're not turning the other way and subconsciously giving the signal that you're ready to run, because that's going to make them apprehensive, right? If you're anxious and you're nervous, you might have something to hide. So when you turn fully towards them, you are showing 100%, I am here to speak to you. And when you breathe deeply into your diaphragm, you will achieve a new feeling of calmness, and you'll be the person that they will always love speaking to. The third step is kind of obvious. It's to really try to understand them and listen to what they're saying. Something that I've helped me with this, because in the beginning, I didn't like to listen to people. It's super selfish, I know, but I just didn't want to listen to people, and my mind would wander when I started speaking to people. So something that helped me was to really tell yourself, there is a gem that they know that I do not know that will help me in my life. There is something inside their head that is beautiful that I have not discovered. Even if they're actually dumb, they don't know anything, I promise you there is something inside their head that will still benefit you. Try to find that. Another thing that you can do is always try to mirror back to them their ideas and their mood. So whenever they're speaking to you, whenever they're telling you something, try to mirror it back. Say a couple sentences just to show them, yeah, you're actually listening. And mirror their mood. If they're so sad, don't be all happy and goofy and loosey-goosey and stuff like that. Genuinely be calm and try to look at them and feel sorrow. Be empathetic, right? Don't just be so energetic when they start being sad. That's not all I'm saying. You have to adapt to their mood. The fourth tip, and this will take it to the next level, is to start giving them credit for things that they've told you. So when you're speaking to other people who are not the person that you're speaking to currently, but when you go out and you speak to other people, give this person credit for when you say something that they've already said. When you have something and new information that you just received because they told you, make sure that you give credit to them when you're speaking to other people. And when they hear that you've been giving them credit and you've been acknowledging, yeah, I got this information and this intelligence from this person, they're gonna feel so warm inside. They're gonna feel so happy inside. They're gonna genuinely love you for that. Acknowledge them even when they're not there. Credit them when they're not there. Show them that their advice helped you. And you will be the person that people will want to speak to. People will crave your presence. If you got something from this video, go out and conquer.